Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be when you should commit to being in a relationship. So I've got an email. It's actually a second email that I got in the past week. This is from a guy who I answered his video, I think it was last week. Should I allow her to come over when she asks? And so one of the things I noticed, I believe I called this guy out in the past video, he's being a little too robotic when he comes to applying 3% Man. And so what I liked about his email is he's very good, and he's got an interesting situation. It's a big topic for a lot of guys. So he's got this woman he's been dating for about 4 months. She's come real close to saying I love you several times, and then she kind of catches herself and backs up. And so she's bringing up the topic about being in a relationship. And you can tell it's really starting to drive her nuts and drive her interest in the right direction, because it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. And so this guy's doing a good job of giving her time and space to be present with her feelings, and when he's not seeing that she's displaying the kind of behavior that he really wants to see, he's waiting. He's not jumping into committing to her right away. So I got a quote that I wrote on this particular topic, and we'll go through the email because, again, it's a good descriptive email because a lot of guys get into this situation because most guys, they don't know any better. They see too many movies and TV shows. You better put a ring on that finger. You better lock her down or somebody else is going to steal her from you. And then guys are just needy and desperate, and in order to feel better about themselves and where they're at in life, they figure, hey, if I get her to commit to me, then she's mine and she can't leave me. So obviously that's the wrong mindset you want to have. And I talk about this a lot, but if you look at the older movies, it's what guys were always doing was they were resisting settling down and getting married. And eventually at the end, after enough persistence and the woman just being awesome and amazing, she convinces the guy to go ahead and marry her and have the white picket fence and all that stuff. But it was her idea. Nowadays, you see the exact opposite thing on TV and movies, that the guy's supposed to be a stalker basically and drag her woman off to the altar, and then they're going to live happily ever after because he'll prove his love to her, which is nonsense. You do that in the real world, you get a restraining order against you. So I got a quote that I wrote, and then we'll go through his email. And before I forget, Quotes, Ruminations, and Contemplations, the new book is out on audible.com, paperback, hardcover at Amazon are available. I checked it, yes, as of yesterday, or actually this morning, still wasn't on iTunes or whatever. They told me 2 to 3 days. It's been over a week. So I guess going to have to make a call to the people at Audible to find out what the hell's going on. So the quote says, men should agree to be exclusive and commit to a relationship only when their women are in love, they have been properly vetted, and have proven through their actions that they are reliable, easygoing, easy to get along with, trustworthy, and that they have integrity, and preferably when women signal either directly or indirectly that they are ready. Too many guys are in a mad dash to the finish line to lock women down to commitments out of their fear of losing them to another guy or to soothe their needy, neurotic insecurities. When a woman is happy, in love, and ready for a relationship, she will let you know. Until then, hang out, have fun, and hook up. So with that in mind, let's go through his email. He says, hi coach, thank you for making the video titled, should I allow her to come over when she asks? He says, I have a certain challenge with this girl I need to ask you about, and we've been dating for about 4 months now, and she has a level 8 to 9 attraction towards me. Well, love starts around the 9 mark. And if you're not consistently keeping her there, then maybe you got some work to do. Or maybe you just need a little bit more time. But it's been 4 months, so obviously you haven't done everything perfect. But you're not going to do everything perfect the first woman that you're applying 3% Man with. You got to learn. You got to make mistakes. You're going to fail. And that's part of life. The goal is to learn from your failures so you get better and you become competent. Because you're going to learn more from failure than you're going to from success. Because success, quite frankly, can make you soft and it can make you lazy and complacent. He says, we were together and had a talk yesterday. After the Indoor Olympics, she asked me Do you want to be fuck buddies or be in a relationship? Well, that's pretty subtle. It's pretty clear what she's thinking. What are we? He says she also mentioned that she'd like to be in a relationship with you, but she is bothered because of our age gap. I'm 22 and she is 30. So if she throws something like that out there, well, I'm kind of apprehensive about the age gap. And then what's great about this, a great way to handle that is say, you know what? Well, as far as us being in a relationship, it's like I wouldn't commit to somebody if they're upset about the fact that we have a whole 8 years between us. Like, that's a big deal. But obviously it's a big deal for you, and I wouldn't want to have a girlfriend that's apprehensive about that. I want a woman who's 100% committed to me, who loves me, who thinks is madly in love with me, and thinks I'm the most amazing man on the planet, and she's dying to make me her man. That's what I want. I'm not interested in being exclusive with somebody that goes, oh, I'm really worried about our 8-year age difference. It's like, okay, no problem. Well, then let's continue to casually date and not be exclusive. So just because of that comment alone, it's like you don't commit to somebody that's apprehensive. You want somebody that's like, hell yeah, let's do this. I'm in. Sold. Sign me up. I'll take the fully loaded version. I responded, I really like you and would like to be exclusive with you sometime in the future. Now is not the time. That's a good way to approach it, because again, if you're hinting that you want to be my girlfriend, you're like, oh, but that 8-year age difference, like, yeah, that's not, I don't like that. That's not selling me on your proposition. Granted, she could be hedging her bets, but I don't care. If you're going to commit to, you want me to commit to a relationship and you're going to say something like that, it's like, nope, no thanks. Not yet. She then said, I need to organize my thoughts and feelings and then talk to you about it. She also mentioned she has relationship goals. So she's getting there. So good. Let her have those thoughts. And quite frankly, it's good that he held back the commitment. Because especially like, bringing up the age gap, or oh, I'm apprehensive about this, that. No, I don't want a woman to be apprehensive about me. I want her to be 100% convinced that it's the right decision for her and for me. And if she's not convinced, well, then let me know when you are convinced. And hopefully somebody doesn't come along and steal me away from you. Not that you're going to say that, but you could say it playfully in a fun way. That's part of being with a girl who's easygoing, easy to get along with. Oftentimes women that grew up in families where they had a bunch of older brothers and they just messed with her mercilessly because that's what brothers do, she's going to have a good attitude and be playful and not take shit personally when you say things. And that's, trust me, if you're going to be with somebody for a long term, you want somebody that's easygoing, easy to get along with, no drama, and that includes your friendships. I have no friendships in my life where people are constantly bringing drama or talking about drama. I did in the past. I wrote about it in Mastering Yourself. The people that come along, oh man, you're not going to believe what happened to me today. And they go on this long diatribe about this, and that person screwed them over. And it's like, oh, I don't know. Life's too short. You don't want to deal with that. Easygoing, easy to get along with. Life is hard enough already. You don't need friends. You don't need a girlfriend. You don't need a wife. You don't need family members making things more difficult for you unnecessarily. And the ones that do, like in jiu-jitsu, you must manage the distance, Padawan. She says she is confused as to why, when we're out dating, I am, in her words, great. Why I'm great? Well, because I'm the sexiest man alive, babe. I know it's tough. It's tough being with me. It's tough being with such an amazing dude. Those are the kinds of things you're going to interject. But during the week outside of our date, she tells me that I am distant. It's like, well, maybe you should pick up your phone, call me, and tell me how much you miss me, and you're having impure thoughts about me, and maybe you should come over and do something about that. She says she's confused because she doesn't know what I feel towards her, and that makes her feel uncomfortable. It's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. You don't know how I feel towards you? Well, maybe you should kiss me right now, and that'll help you with your feelings. I'll help you get in touch with your feelings. Remember, this is a conversation they were having while they were laying in bed together after they just had sex. So it's a great way to be playful. And not, because love is playful and fun, it's not serious. Everything is going really, really, really great. But she has never said, I love you. And I really want to hear her say that to me. Well, obviously, if you'd have been following everything in 3% Man, it would have happened by now. It usually happens in about week 7 or 8. But, and also assuming that the woman is a normal, healthy woman and not some crazy lunatic with all kinds of problems. Because there's a lot of those out there. There's a lot of women come from broken families, and a lot of dudes try to turn the hoes into housewives, and then they're shocked that it doesn't work out. And they go and they write books and they cry about it and talk about how horrible women are and how horrible single women are and all this. And the reality is they're just a bunch of pussies that are trying to absolve themselves from any personal responsibility for their shitty life choices. But I digress. In her words, she tells me I make her feel safe, she really likes me, she's addicted to me, she misses me, and she will always make time for me, and she's always excited for our dates. Well, as I talk about in 3% Man, your job as a man in the courtship is to create an opportunity for sex to happen. Hang out, have fun, and hook up. Pretty simple. She always talks about doing things together and spending more time with each other. She's a giver in a way that she pays for our dates a lot. Ooh, nice. It's nice when a girl takes you out. She loves cooking for me. She says she wants to keep me happy. She gets cake and wine, etc. She's trying to fatten you up, my man. I've been setting our future get-togethers during our dates because when we are together, she always asks me, when are you free so we can do this together? And I take the opportunity to set the next day. Well, she's bringing it up, so that's okay. She's requesting more of your time. And what do? When someone treats you amazing, you give them the greatest gift you can give anybody, which is the gift of more of your time. And if not, they get the gift of missing you. Usually the week after, as I'm really busy during the week pursuing my goals and ambitions. However, twice now I've got that booty call from her. Twice in 4 months, so you're just not there yet. And hey, you're not going to be perfect. I wasn't perfect. I mean, you read the book. I was definitely not perfect. That was a total fuck up. But I eventually got it figured out, and you're in a good place. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting better. And when you consistently keep her interest in the 9 to 10 range, it's like, she'll be all over you like white on rice, bro. You will know, trust me. Because when a woman's in love, they want your attention all the fucking time. Like a sucker fish. They're stuck to you 24/7, calling, texting, wanting to be near you, touching you, wanting to hold your hand, wanting to make love. All those good things. We're always kissing and touching and hugging when we're together. She initiates that too. It's always better if a woman is chasing you. Because if she's chasing you, she's not blowing you off or dumping you. And everything in 3% Man is set up to teach you to be that way. To be that desirable man that a woman will do those things for. Not because you're a jerk, but because you're amazing and you become her Prince Charming. And she can't help but fall helplessly head over heels in love with you. But she's never told me that she loves me. There were some moments when I think she almost says it, but hesitates. That's when you go, I'm sorry, did you have something you want to share with the audience today? I'm sorry, did you have something you want to share with me? You look like you were about to say something, but then you stopped yourself. What was that? What were you about to say? You can say it just like I'm saying it, making fun of it and being goofy and silly. Oh, I don't want to say anything. It's like, okay. And it's like you act like you kind of know what she was about to say, but you also kind of act a little stupid, like, oh, what could it be? I don't know. You're probably thinking about how amazing I am, how great I am in bed, how handsome I am, how funny I am, how much you like my shaved head. There were moments where I really want to say it first, but I hold my tongue to follow your principle on having the girl to say it first. Well, don't be a robot, dude. But obviously in this case, based upon everything you shared, that is the right principle. You just got to look at it and go, I haven't done everything perfectly correct. This again, it's assuming she's a normal, happy, healthy woman. And so far with both your emails, I haven't seen anything that indicates she belongs to the streets. So far, so good. It says, what is your opinion on why she doesn't say she loves me? Because she's probably not there yet. It looks like she's almost there, but she's not there yet. And what should I do? You should keep doing what you're doing. You should keep reading 3% Man. And it sounds like she's getting close. She's ready to pop. So good job, dude. Proud of you. really good emails. So if you got a question or a challenge that you'd like to get my help with, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.